We start with new information tonight. Officials at the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office have found the two previously missing female boaters from a Saturday night crash. Both victims were deceased. Deputies have now confirmed their identities, but the names will not be released at this time. NBC 26's Max Grossfeld spoke with deputies and neighbors about the incident. He has our story tonight from the town of Neenah.
It's one thing when people are hurt, when property is damaged, but it's a whole another level when there's actually people missing.
At about noon, Lydia Trasova takes pictures as the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office pulls one of the boats involved in the crash out of the water. We now know the two women missing from that boat have died.
After all, I mean, it's just devastating. It's really sad to see something horrible occur right in front of your eyes.
Trusova says she offered to help the victims and even allowed deputies to use the dock to pull the boats out of the water. But she said once the damage was done, all she can do is keep them all in her thoughts.
They took the guy out. He was adamant about staying in the boat or on the lake. He didn't want to leave. He wanted to stay until he hears some other news about the girls.
First responders took him and a woman to the hospital. He was discharged, but she had serious injuries.
People with their whole lives ahead of them, you know, thinking that they were, whatever they were doing with the family and being out on the boat, nice weekend, beautiful weekend, and it turns in an instant. And absolutely, that's something tragic for this area and this community and all the responders that are involved.
It's tragic. I mean, as a father and as a parent of three children, we have a son who's in between our daughters. You can only think the saddest thoughts possible, and that's how I feel at the moment.
This crash has Trasova rethinking her own family's safety on the water.
Life jackets kind of, from this point on, is not an option on our boat.
The victim's dog died in the crash. First responders treated the two people in the other boat for minor injuries on shore. Reporting in the town of Neenah, Max Grossfeld, NBC 26.
And sheriff's deputies say the investigation by the sheriff's office and the county coroner's office is in the preliminary stages and remains ongoing.